Good morning and welcome to MBA batch of Luth Mata Institute of Management Studies, LIMS Business News. Let's get the news rolling with the top 6 business news.
This is Vishal from Curious Maths. COVID protection. Blue Stars launches new ICs with virus deactivation technology. Consumer appliances. Blue Star announced the launch of a wide range of new products and solutions with virus deactivation technology, named as VDT. Blue Star's new range of products and solutions with virus deactivation technology has the capability to deactivate viruses including COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2 with up to 99% efficiency with air passes through these systems. According to the company's managing director, Vidya Rajan, looking at the market, the company is also hopeful of registering a marginal growth of 5% to 10% during the last quarter of the financial year. VDT will be a part of the company's new range of solutions, specially designed for the new reality. This VDT solution will be useful for all air conditioning applications, be it homes, ATMs, showrooms, restaurants, offices, or large commercial spaces like malls, cinema theaters, and airports. It is pertinent to note that the product is not a substitute to the mandatory precautions prescribed by the government, such as wearing masks, social distancing, usage of hands, sanitizers, and surface hygiene practices.
Pricing freedom for gas producers. The government on Wednesday came up with a new model of giving marketing and pricing freedom to natural gas producers in India, with the Union Cabinet clearing a standardized e-binding process for price discovery from new production areas and high-pressure, high-temperature fields. Through the new platform, market players and consumers will be discovering prices for new production areas whose field development plan got clearances after February 2019. According to industry experts, the move is expected to help major producers like Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, Mukesh Ambani-led Reliance Industries, and Vedanta's KN Oil and Gas. The new mechanism will lead to immediate production of at least 40 million metric standard cubic meter per day of natural gas from the Krishna Godavari basin only.
Amazon has sent a legal notice to Kishore Biyani-led Future Group over its 24,700 crore asset sales to Reliance Retail Venture Limited, calling it is a breach of a 2019 agreement between Amazon and Future. In a notice sent on Monday, the multinational online retailer said that the sale violated the non-compete agreement and several related clauses mentioned in an agreement 2019 contract through which it had bought a 49% stake in Future Coupons, a subsidiary of Future Group. 3 people familiar with the development confirmed the adding that Amazon has also kept both the stock market regulator and the stock exchange informed. Yes, we have initiated proceeding to enforce our contractual rights. It will be inappropriate for us to provide any more details relating to the matter as the matter is sub judice, an Amazon spokesperson said.
I am Lakshmi representing Brooktree and here to share the news about RBI. The central government on Wednesday has appointed M. Rajeshwar Rao as Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India. It said in a notification. He is currently the Executive Director of RBI. The appointment committee of the Union Cabinet has approved the appointment. The notification stated Rao succeeded N.S. Vishwanathan as the 4th Deputy Governor. He has been associated with the Reserve Bank since 1984, holding various positions. He took charge as an executive director of the central bank in 2016. At present, he is in charge of the Indiana Debt Management, Financial Markets Operations, International and Secretarial departments at the central bank. Prior to taking over this position, Rao was the Chief General Manager Financial Markets Operation Department. He has previously held charge of Risk Monitoring Department. His vast experience makes him a front runner for the post. He has a Bachelor of Arts in Economics and a Master of Business Administration from University of Cochin. He is also a certificated associate of Indian Institute of Bankers. Rao has experience of working as the banking ombudsman in New Delhi and in the Reserve Bank's regional offices at Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Chennai and New Delhi. Thank you.
Welcome to the business news. TCS sees sustainable demand recovery. TCS said it expects demand for software services to continue to gain pace as clients adopt digital technologies at a rapid clip to ensure business continuity, indicating that growth is being aided rather than impeded by the coronavirus pandemic. On Wednesday, India's biggest software services company reported to broad-based growth rebound across industries and markets, reporting a 3% rise in revenue to Rs 40,135 crore in the quarter to September. We think that demand recovery has strong legs. We definitely don't see this as a catch-up demand, rather a sustainable demand going forward, said Rajesh Gopinath, Chief Executive Officer and Managing Director of TCS. COVID-19 has hit economies and businesses hard, but the lockdowns and social distancing norms have also created huge opportunities as companies leverage technology and services such as digital, cloud computing and automation to ride through the pandemic. Thank you.
Today's news is presented by Rudya. News headlines: Google faces new antitrust cases in India on smart television. News and details: The Competition Commission of India (CCI) is examining a complaint that search against Google abused its dominant market position in small television operating system. A person aware of this matter said antitrust lawyer Shirsaria and Purushottam Anand filed the complaints with the Commission of India in the first week of June. If a television manufacturer intends to use Google operating system, you have to enter into certain agreements. CCI of India will have to examine three things on a prima facie based on open and investigation. First is to examine whether the smart television are a separate market distinguishable from regular TVs, said Abdullah Hussain, partner LNL partner. Second, it will have to examine the dominance of Google in its market. Based on some reliable source from the market share data, CCI fined the company 1.36 billion in 2018 for abusing its dominance with the Google search. The competition watchdog is investigating Google in two other cases, one involving dominance in smartphones, while the other is to using its market position to promote Google Pay over other apps. Thank you.